can't, at SG Ghana. Now, it's a get more with SG Ghana season. Conveniently purchase a comprehensive insurance cover for your vehicle from SG Ghana and get up to 500 Ghana cedis worth of fuel. When was the last time you bought 500 cedis worth of fuel? When was the last time? Not long ago. Hey, so you can still buy 500 cedis worth of fuel? Well, I have decided to, get my insurance for my vehicle from, SG Ghana, because when I do that, I get to have free fuel worth 500 Ghana cedis. I also get to enjoy extra mileage with SG Ghana's Sound Drive insurance product and get extra protection as well. It's simple. Visit any Societe Generale Ghana branch, or you can simply call 0302 214-314 to find out more. Now, the promotion began on Tuesday, the 3rd of January, is ending on Friday, the 31st of March, 2023. So hurry, don't be left out. Enjoy, benefit from this beautiful package from SG Ghana. But don't forget that terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. Charlie, I've got some great news for you. Great news for you. Because, yes, we know that times are hard, but still money day town. With 590 mobile, you can make cash every day of the week from Monday through to Sunday. All you need to do is to dial *959#, choose the game of the week, and select the game you want to play, ranging from Direct 1, Too Sure, PEM, or Banker, and win some cash the same day. Check out the live draws for your winning number on UTV every Monday to Saturday from 7:15 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. and on Sundays from 6 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. So question is, what are you waiting for? Make that extra cash to sort your body out. Now, for any further inquiries of the 590 mobile game, kindly call the official KIT NLA customer service lines on 0596 921 590 or visit the official Facebook page at KIT NLA Mobile 590 Mobile at Dawunsem. So let's now talk about what we intend to have a conversation on this morning. And I'm sure that those of you who tuned in a bit earlier, during my earlier introduction, you might have had an idea as to what it is we want to talk about. Bottom line, we're in the month of February, and whether we like it or not, there will be some rain. But it will not be as heavy as the rains that we would normally have from April, May, June, July, and thereabout. Unfortunately, I say this with a heavy heart. Lives, if care is not taken, will be lost. Property will be destroyed. Now, this is because our behavior brings about these floods. That is why I say that if care is not taken, property will be destroyed, lives will be lost. Interestingly, and fortunately for us, a research has been done by Professor Bas Kabila. He's an associate professor at the K University. I'll be introducing him properly shortly. He and his team has put together some research work, and part of their findings show that the amount of rain between 1986 to 2016 has not changed much. Hence, the floods that we witness that is creating the problem of destruction to property, loss of lives, are but human, deeds. And at Ahinsan Estate is barely 7 minutes drive from Love 99.5. Somebody is filling a wetland to put a structure there. He wants to develop that wetland. Now, if you stay with us on Facebook, LUV 99.5 FM, we'll be showing you pictures of how that wetland looks like now. And I have been able to intercept a video. I have converted some into audio, where the developer himself does not see anything wrong by way of what he intends to do with that wetland. He doesn't see anything wrong with it. I'll be sharing that with you shortly. But the point is, authorities are aware about the developer's interest to put a structure on that wetland. They have seen it. They are aware. But the question is, can we trust authorities to do the needful to ensure that people of Ahinsan Estates are protected in a way that this developer will not go ahead with his plans, thereby preventing floods from hitting the area, that's Ahinsan Estates, when the rains come down. Now, as I have mentioned Ahinsan Estates, do you personally, as you listen to us, do you know of any such developer or any such development in your area where you know that this person's building, this person's project, this person's work, if allowed to go on, will create problems when the rains come? Listen, tell us about your situation. If you live in Ahinsan Estates, or you live at Ahondro, you live at Santase, wherever you live, if somebody's development is going to create a problem when the rains come, let's talk about it. Now, somebody would ask, why now? Well, we don't want that project to start before it gets to a certain stage or level. Then when the rains come, the destruction comes along with it, and then the loss of lives come along with it. If you join us on Facebook right now, we are showing you the work that he's doing. He's brought in loads of trips of sand just to fill the wetland. We're showing it on Facebook right now, LUV 99.5 FM. But later this morning, I would also show you his response that I've been able to intercept. And his response is to the concerns that we are raising is different from ours. He doesn't see anything wrong in what he intends to do. So this morning, that's our conversation. If you also live in an area where you think that you need to bring to the attention of those in authority, a developer, a project that is ongoing that can create problems, send them to our WhatsApp number 055-1111-995. Again, the number is 055-1111-995. And like I said, we are live on Facebook. Joining me for this conversation this morning is Professor Abbas Kabila. He's an associate professor and an urban geographer with the Department of Geography and Rural Development, KNUST. Prof, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Trust you're well.
David, I'm fine.
Good to have you. And he came in very early. He's the one I was talking about. Apparently, he listens to Love in the Morning every day. I don't know about it. I called him, and this morning when he came through, he's like, Charlie, yesterday we were trying to punch us into our research work. We'll be having a beautiful conversation shortly. But he's not the only one with me in the studios of Love 99.5. I also have Nanayao Redu. He's Honorable Nanayao Redu. He's the assembly member for the Ahinsan Estate. Nana, good morning to you.
So fly on this.
How are you doing?
I'm not doing
Oh, Nana come from Jaroff and come from.
Oh,
Nana come from.
I don't know. Yes, sir. I saw Kachi come on.
But hi, Love FM. Well, you come
Oh, Love FM for Kachi.
Also with me is Frank Akuetteh. He's the Ashanti Regional Director for NADMO. Frank, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dave.
And trust you well.
Very well, by grace.
We thank the Lord. All right, so let me start off with you, Prof. First of all, give us an insight as to what prompted you and your team to delve into this research.
Let me start by saying that the research was conducted to examine household vulnerability and adaptation to floods.
Household vulnerability and adaptation to floods.
Essentially, that was the focus of our research. So, once we published, it's just a small part of a larger project. And so, flooding has been a problem, perennial problem. We're all struggling to find solutions to, but we've not been able to get there. And it has its social, economic, and environmental consequences. And so, because of these challenges associated with flooding and the fact that we've not been able to address it, the research team decided to delve into what I've told you. But as part of our objective, we try to also unravel the myriad of factors that underlie the flooding situation. And so that was what really, so we know, we read from literature, what social commentators, what they say. There's perception out there is climate change. And so we also decided to test the hypothesis to see whether really climate change has a role to play. And then we have hydrological factors, and then we have anthropogenic factors. So we collect data from all these areas, we analyze that, and then we came to the conclusion that it is not, though yes, meteorological factors play a role because you don't experience flood during dry season, we experience drought during rainy season. So without rainfall, in that context here, there will be no flooding. But the problem goes beyond that. And though one particular thing that is missing in public discourse is urban horizontal expansion of the city. And that has been a major concern. And whether we like it or not, city will always expand. And if you look at the nature of our buildings, we don't move vertically. It's a single apartment here and there. So we are sprawling and sprawling and sprawling. And then when a city expands, we need also to understand that it's a result of demographic pressure. People migrate, immigration, and also natural increase combined to create a situation where there's land use and land cover changes. So additional numbers will also need a place to lay their head. They need a place also to work, so there are shops, kiosks that will be put up. They also need a place to worship, and they also a place to work. So all these things come with huge infrastructural development. But the problem we have in this part of the world is that such development go often unregulated, unguided, and so that has been the base And so people put up building anywhere they want to put up, and then where they are not supposed to even construct building, they put waterways, and then the flat plain areas, and so on. So this is why we have identified that the horizontal expansion. And one thing that we need to remember is that anytime city expand, the natural surfaces get sealed off. The natural surface gets sealed off. The natural surface mean the natural landscape which allow water to infiltrate, which gets into the recharge aquifer. Exactly. So when you are expanding urban areas, you have concrete surfaces, you have roads, you have rooftops. So once you put up a building, it means rainwater cannot easily, because that place is now covered. So water,
cement or tiles,
all of them combine. So increasingly we are having concrete surfaces, and so then that leads to what we call, so anytime we have city expanding and then we have more, but I put all in our way, all the concrete surfaces, rooftop, we put all together and we describe them as the gray surfaces, and then all the green surfaces, including water bodies, and then agric lands, areas that have not been cultivated, that have not been developed. Those areas put together constitute what I call the green surfaces.
Okay.
Increasingly, over a period of 30 years, the green surfaces have reduced drastically by a little over 50%, about 54%.
Because you talk 30 years, and your research spanned 86 to 2016.
No, you see, no, there is one that is the first one. That's one 86.
Yeah.
That's 86.
1986 to 2016, isn't it?
Exactly.
Why did you do the work within that year range? Why is it significant?
No, for the urban land use land cover chain, we use satellite images, and then we have shapefile for 1984. We have 204 and 2016, but the research was conducted around 2016 thereabout. And what we are seeing out here, the data was collected much earlier.
Okay.
And so if we want to do the research again and collect new data, maybe the dynamics might change. Are you okay? So all we needed was to analyze what has happened to the urban, the Kumasi as a city. How much has it expanded over the period from 1984? And then we also look at how much of the green spaces have also reduced over the same period. And then we saw that, yes, once urban areas increase or urban area expand, it expands at the expense of what? The green spaces. And that will certainly have implications for flooding, because runoff increases, the volume of water that collects on the surface increases, because there's limited space for the surface water to escape. And so, and if you don't have the right what we call infrastructure in place, I mean storm drain infrastructure or draining infrastructure, what it means that the excess water that accumulate on the surface definitely will find a way, and where we did go, it might find its way into homes, in our streets, and that will cause the devastation that we've been experiencing over the years.
Why is it difficult for us to regulate and get it right?
Yeah, we should be able to see institutions are there whose mandate is to ensure that people comply with the bylaws. KMB has bylaws, isn't it? Isn't it?
Oh, they have a lot of bylaws. There are a lot of bylaws.
The bylaws are there, but I have indicated, there is also what we have described as institutional ineptitude. Institutions have also not actually risen up to the occasion. And when you also interact that part of research, we didn't just simply analyze climate data and then did the GIS thing, land cover chain analysis. We also collected data from individuals, including key informers. Okay, we have NADMO, we interview people from NADMO, my big boss. We also interview people from respondents from KMA.
What did you ask them? What did they tell you?
Let me tell you, they tell us, but as we've captured in our report, that they are overwhelmed by the volume of work. And then again, they also complain about they are under-resourced. And then also the human resources, they are few. The men are not there to be policing what we do on daily basis. And so that is essentially what they have complained, logistical problems, and then the limited staff.
That I will understand, but when they say they are overwhelmed, even with the limited staff, backed with the bylaws that exist, should the work be as bad as it is now?
Yeah, that is the stark reality. It shouldn't have been. It means that some people are actually sleeping on their jobs, isn't it? They are not being. So who is policing who? So if they are not performing, we as researchers, we've done our work and we put it out there. That's the truth, and that's why they share that. But that is the reality, that they don't have the resources. And in fact, some of them also complain. Like we've captured that. Sometimes, yes, they want to act. But sometimes when they want to act, you have, you call it some unseen hands.
Like which hands?
Big, that we say, okay, now you see, you have people who,
Are we talking about traditional leaders here? Are we talking about political leaders here?
I cannot tell whether they are traditional leaders or political.
Didn't they tell you?
But it's like,
Prof, did they tell you
they are, sometimes their hands are tied, they are unable to act because the law, sometimes they apply indiscriminately, sometimes they discriminate. It doesn't apply to everyone.
Listen, if you're a chief and you are allowing projects or developers to put up structures that in time will bring about floods in your area, shame on you. If you are, an MP, or you are an assembly member, or you are a municipal chief executive, and you don't manage your area well, and floods come up, shame on you. Now, Prof, do you see any improvement anytime soon? The way we're putting up structures, the way we're not developing the drains well enough and all that, do you see any improvement anytime soon?
No, if the trend continues the way we see it now, I do not think that we'll see an end to this flooding problem now. So we unless we change, of course, you see, let's also be fair to our institutions. The problem is not only about the institutions alone. The institutions, like we indicated, are also constrained. As citizens, do we also complement their effort? Because we cannot get these these officials to be everywhere where we are. We are also supposed to be
each other's keeper, watchdogs for our communities.
And so, if you know that this place is a flood-prone area, and this place is a waterlogged area, is what do you call it there, and you are not supposed to put up a building there, and then the chief or someone even allocate the land to you, you pay for.
Yeah.
You are going to bear the negative consequences, isn't it?
And others as well.
Others. You also create problem for yourself, and then you create problem for others.
Frank, you are the original boss for NADMO. And I'm happy that for once, we have noticed and identified a challenge at Ahinsan Estate, where a developer is filling up a wetland. And at this point in time, he doesn't even see anything wrong with it. For those of you on Facebook, I'm going to give you that opportunity first. This is how the place looks like now. The Ahinsan Estate place that the man is filling, it's a wetland. He's going to bring sand from other places to fill up the wetland so he can go on and put up a structure. I'll be telling you the structure shortly. But this is what he's doing. If you go on Facebook, LUV 99.5 FM right now, this is what this developer is doing. Maybe he thinks he has money. And then, we'll talk about all that, don't worry. So this is it. If you watch the video on Facebook right now on LUV 99.5, you get to know what we're talking about. I would also surely bring you his own video that I have intercepted. His own video where he doesn't see anything wrong with what he's doing and he's justifying it. I've been able to do some extraction, so I'll share with you sounds from that video shortly. But you are the original boss for NADMO. Frank, this has come to your attention. What have you gathered so far? What have you been able to do about it so far? This wetland that this person wants to develop.
Thank you very much. This very issue started last year. Before the issue started with the said wetland area that they want to develop, the assemblyman and the resident of the area bear witness that any time that it rains, the place get flooded. It's a big challenge that is there. Previously, it used not to. Honorable Nanaya Redu had been somebody that he had been at Ahinsan Estate since infancy, and he knows how that place used to be previously. With few development and encroachment in the upper stream, you get to know that the flood situation started increasing. Even where water or flood do not reach in previous years, about 15 to 20 years ago, Now they are all witnessing flooding, all because of the said wetlands that people have started developing. Talking about this very issue, it got to my attention through my municipal director when they went putting down a post that they would want to develop a site of such. So the director went to the assembly, engaged the engineer, then told them that that project cannot go on there. They went to remove the signpost with their proposed thing that they want to do there, thinking that the thing is going to come down, not knowing that they have a different set of agenda. Only about 2 weeks ago, it was on Friday, I had a call from one of the ECG directors, which they also have encountered a challenge due to this fielding that was
So the challenge
on.
of the ECG there now is that there are 11 kV high voltage lines have been tampered with. That is not the only problem.
That's not the only problem.
The security cameras that has been installed, your tax money, you're a taxpayer, your money, and security cameras that have been installed to give us protection, give information to security, has been tampered with. Even MTN, their overhead cables have also been tampered with. Just one project, just one developer.
Before even the safety officer called, he was complaining, then giving me the details of the challenge that they've had there. We collaborate 3 ministries, AXNADMO. So usually with these ECGs, any challenges and things that they do have, they do communicate to us. Then we also carried out to assist them, which we have a lot of projects in common that we are doing with them. In getting to the site that Friday morning, I was having an assignment at Edra, Sichodumase, with some security heads to represent the RISEC. We went in, and at the level that we went to see, we are witnessing about 10 times of it now. So it's at a low level.
So he began, you cautioned him to stop. If I may, after a while, you go back to the place and you realize that more work has been done, 10 times more.
Dave,
so the person is defiant.
Dave, it's not after a while. You see, on a Friday, that very Friday evening, I got to town around 9 thereof. Leaving the office, I packed my official vehicle, I picked up my private one, and I was leaving. On my way, I sent about buying food, and someone called me. I even forgot that I was in a normal kaftan and a slippers. I rushed into the scene, then I called my guys to join me, only to get into the scene. That small stretch from Kumasi High to where the project is going on, it took me more than 15 minutes to get there. Why?
Traffic.
Not traffic.
Okay.
The tipper trucks that were coming and how they were driving.
Oh, okay.
That's something man bears witness. There are these rams there. They don't see it to be a ram. They just run over it. Bam, bam. And I don't know. I was like, what is going on? And this small car, so I was trying to find my way out to the place. I even forgot, like the normal when I go with my official vehicle, I jumped in down there. Then I got to know that, look, you are just an ant with these trucks all over around you. Less than 5 minutes, you see more than 15. I got out there and I
trucks carrying what? Load of sand, huh?
That is a laterite.
Okay.
And on that very night, in taking out their tally, the least truck was able to carry out 10. They used 40 trucks in that evening.
Wow.
One was able to carry 14 on the tally sheets that they were having. We did further investigation and we got to know that we were thinking that they started the work even 3 days. That was on the Wednesday. So they gave us their Thursday evening using 35 trucks on an average of 12. On the Wednesday, they used 28 trucks on an average of 10. When we got to the police station, we had to be with them, fight them that very evening, that night on Friday. Later, when my guys joined, I have to even let them get there around 2 o'clock, from 10 to 2 a.m. Then I decided that we have to fight them, because I was calling reinforcement from all angles, but the arrangement was done earlier. And this same developer called me and I told him to stop everything, bring his documentation, then let me educate him, then let him know that the project is going down there, cannot be done because of the nature of the place.
Does he have a permit?
Dave, I got to the site and the permit was shown to me. I told him that who gave the permit. He called one Saki from the municipal assembly. I picked the phone from him, and when I decided to talk to Saki,
municipal.
Yes,
because I spoke to Honorable Akuetteh yesterday. That's why I just wanted to be sure.
When I landed, you got it right.
Go ahead.
Then Saki cut off the line, just like that. I know Saki. I know the main engineer. I tried to reach them back. None of them decided to pick. The reason that permits can never be issued by the engineer. It's not done that way. Even a container permit now cannot be issued by a single-handed person, not the chief executive, not the municipal engineer. It's a whole team. It goes to a technical committee. Then they go down there to inspect, ascertain to know what you want to put out there. Look at the situation on the ground. At that technical committee, we have all the experts, including a NADMO officer down there. My further research gives that they have put in a permit. It has not come to technical committee. They have proposed to even visit the site, which they've not done. Earlier, my director had stopped that project when they put out the signpost on the proposed project that they want to do there. So, who then went ahead with the very one that I saw? That is a permit that they are talking about.
So the one,
and you know what is written?
Tell me.
Filling permit. For the very first time, it's just funny to me. What is filling permit?
Signed by who?
On which grounds did you?
Signed by who?
It's a small portion. You know how they took a picture. I have that.
No, I'm asking because if it hasn't not gone to the committee, for the committee to sit on it, and somebody has been able to sign a permit, giving permission for somebody to fill a wetland, it is illegal.
It's illegal.
It's criminal.
It's something that is
so who signed it?
I consulted the chief executive and said he had not signed any permit.
So that document, that paper, who signed? Who signed?
We need to ask the municipal.
I'm asking you. You saw.
I did not see the signature there. They've captured it in a small way.
Where is that permit right now?
I have a soft copy here. I'll forward them to you. And the portion that they've captured, filling permit. The filling permit catch my attention. Then I asked them, "What is filling permit? And who gave you filling permit to come and fill here?" And I told them that no, it's not a right permit. The process of which they have to undergo before the said place, they can do anything. I have not received a jest. We do this. Every meeting that a director, municipal or district director goes, you have to then send your report, brief to me, and if I have to educate you and advise you more on it, then we go in.
Listen, if we have in the past been as vigilant as we are now, I'm sure that flooding in Kumasi will not be at the levels they are now, and I'm happy that Prof is nodding in agreement. I'm happy with the work you have done. The fact that even on one day, you are saying that you saw over 35 trucks.
That day was 40 trucks on the Friday.
On the Friday, 40.
They themselves confessed the 35 on the Thursday night.
So 35 Thursday.
And they gave us 28 on the
40 on Friday. Honorable Assembly Member for the area, Nanaya, what is happening in your electoral area?
Dave, for the benefit of my people, I want to go. I want to speak my local.
If you would give me
who
me David.
Uchi a otibini.
Enye twi amete ana mente.
Ochubube.
I'll plead with you. Listen, for the greater good. For the greater good, let's speak English.
No, David. Mesrew.
Then I go ahead.
No, that's it. Mamifa Akuetteh na yenchi amotifo. Titiru Asukwa Municipal and a Microphone at Ahinsan Estate electoral area. As an assembly member, I did also mention the same microphone and what to more near Bibri. Near Bibri. Until now, a cover as a man welcome. There were New Year School. New Year School, and I mean, teachers and staff. That there's a filling ongoing in Ahinsan Estate. And answer na me sawura baby amewa sisi ameka say. Both your name Jinase and a Boshie. You may Tech King University and a Boshie. You may Bonso Susanso and a Boshie. You may Ahinsan proper and a Boshie and you may Atonsu. Now I have the topography of Ahinsan Estate now. I say, oh, son, no wafu, no son, no wafu. Now, what history about Ahinsan Estate? Time I know about assassin free bombs from Ahinsan for no Mudisi structures now. Which are baby, I know white sand, maybe. Baby also know laterite. It's a wish areas in Wabacono, no hono, a tomb. And Nanano yeah omo after taking up estate houses in na no do e car no and almost so say omo tonton in which many as an assembly member me no be any case e won asase ho me dey am hwehwe ne say BBC a e won say hwe ne correct no na asomdwe dey eba etu hwe bia na sisi a feel asemi ekoso ya saa bia no betimi layout no hwe a edan bebre sisi ho even feel no kwa nyama no so ta obi atwa no hu the way sitie by a book on Poco here about 3 years ago assembly to an movie and I know 2 years say me try me so na answer na matimishu it was some started to issue na answer na issue number and to be frank with you assembly to say na no is so tall that very year no you experience any flooding at that point notwithstanding maybe better to jumodi na ekoso no ana nabo penny kase onya call from ECG in fact papa no no mate and yonya a license out is the first person I contacted no abuai na kanya na site mi aba by in the course kanya no call ye no and I quickly me friend say obi asene message say omo ye adwuma no and akoso say license out no so quickly you have to move to the site okwa so kotoro no mesuso offer me cause atan me fin cry ababa bedru it me call site on ko say high tension cables ni bia
it is 11 kV high voltage
yes ate ama a security camera no so ba ko eda fam ama MTN fiber no so eno so ate it you trace ya when I call the police I have to call the police for buy ama ye gina so share lines no so me experience say I don't know baby no no sure baby at KVI no omo cable no bana
11 kV no
yes truck ni be twema 18 kan no no o hwe MTN for fiber na which is a humanity na chain pray and a kokabo mu we na echo off in fact ma fiti case because we pick the feed from case ebe why says it ever some part of Atosu now was off. It's myself and
one individual developer.
So in the course of myself and engineer Ekoko, I put your hands together to make sure say you restore power to our people because omutimi that's at the expense of Obi Adiawaye. Now we need to investigate and make sure say who really did the because now they were saying say anyone. Oh yes, they were saying say anyone. It's come now a fancy a 50 high school ban. I was here, yeah, because your press I come on as our partner.
Why haven't we done this all this while? What are we waiting for?
Sir, you're reporting, the control statement, a control statement. Now they have to go to the region and no play. Come on, no more say if it was the cause of these people's damage.
How many days now?
For that one, they also my report on the police.
No, but if we follow up, honorable assembly member, indulge me. If we attach seriousness and speed to this, even if it's a week, if it's 2 weeks, I think it's time fast spent. 2 weeks.
But then you mean dance here say it will be filled. What you say? ECG and penina or case no say be so or no penny kitwa. Ayini but no say you better install power na microphone at all. Now we are going to investigate and play the cameras to know whoever caused the problem. I hear you. Now let me do this. Time is not our friend. I don't know whether we should if I should take my time and do this in 2 days. I don't really know because the cow. Because the developer in question himself does not see any wrong he's doing. You see, Dave, me me say am ti wo sisi ai me da so na me hu so mu na me ma hye me
tell me
because even some feeling in me ma ho kra no so ta the woman microphone I have to call in the fire service people so that they will assist me. I'll go around because Ahinsan Estate, some part of Ahinsan Estate has been a fire area because of the topography of the land. At the time we are no fire for and when you happen my friend when they come it when so as happen the bottom line is that see I'm sure you know so to me microphone will be an na be say and it's mean na me asema me catch no as na honorable assembly member for the area and say omo dey when you about the go to see and next and so far I be assembly busy. Now I was say making sure say measures here will be from. I mean so far 18 months flood man and you
yes sir.
I was say two Osha Ken University. Saturday now I want to know Ken University almost two almost fence no afa almost school no a university no e do baby say in so tin the tie fence nature e be fence no it only ja space error ase e no construct drain about 0.6 u drain if you want number ND our hospital na our Ahinsan Estate ase on it is so na ba enemu ba na ba beka ho it also get to us like a common we stream because it's so true one say we so abuabo na susumi it is also we na it we dey na ka ho asemi it is a no tini ankonkoto wu ni ma na say enso na beto no say to heavier the free inside campus ba no eno ba bi e do no eno e contributing factor too the free about the cost of sane fit of one more sane formula no and also see another chunk of area and also do what they experience that now but they are the self feeling na koso no e wa koye amene ana koye afro yes eti tabi enso no ba e settle tawa ko si say we no be ko from na no so nya ne kwan ere etimi akọ wa ba ya he ya ne anti so no ntem ne twa ma enso no estate you are putting measures no trauma adino this time around it will be a very disastrous.
Nana, you mentioned that you don't have any problem with the chiefs. There's a land that you're selling, but as the assembly member for the area, and before I even go with my question, Joel and Kate, at this point in time, please show on Facebook that video that I shared with you. I have intercepted some video where the developer himself does not see anything wrong with what he's doing. He doesn't see anything wrong. He rather thinks that he's going to bring a facelift to Ahinsan Estate. Have you, Nana? Yes, you're also a chief. So, have you tried, Honorable Assembly Member Nana? Have you tried to engage with the chief of the area as whether he gave the land to the person? Because yes, you don't sell lands in that area, but there's a chief. Have you spoken to him to understand the dangers, the risks, the problem that is going to emanate from you giving out?
You see, David, oko share layout no so a. Ubo say e layout no so asase. But the purpose of the Pakono issue every year. When the technical committee and the special planning committee sit on it, they will determine whether to allow you to work on that land or not. It's mainly when the concern, area of concern, Pahani say, and so far, microphone yada.
So let's all listen to, and I did some extraction from the video. And let's all pay particular attention to what the developer is saying. And he spoke in Chi. I'll try and paraphrase. He's trying to justify what he's doing. Because to him, it is not a wetland. That's the first thing. Secondly, he says there are other buildings, including store buildings in the area. And once there's a store building, what is wrong if he intends to develop that same area of land? He goes on to say that if it were wetland, how could trucks have driven through the wetland, through the mud, to their land to be able to put up the building? How could the masons have moved in that wetland to go and develop theirs? And that if you look around Top High area, there's a mall. And that he intends to bring a mall to Ahinsan Estate. That will bring a facelift to that estate. Listen, this is what I was able to extract from the video. But the video is showing on Facebook right now on LUV 99.5 FM. Join us there if you want to see the video of this developer and what he's saying. Is on LUV 99.5 FM. But these are extras from the video. Take a listen.
Good. In here, so I see my mechanic. And to mutu amama. If film is a eba. Never betu ya. Never betu nshenu. Nya he nyina kama efi okono o ma o metin patame nyina hwe abosan fefe face ha ya abosan si ha abosan si enie ufi efi esu a na oba abosan we o na sabos esi fie we esi ho a na abosan we wo ho a eye de ne di ka sie de ansa na abosan be si ne de na so ene de ha de ye nsu na abosan de nya nsuo ente sa o mo da beti eni ma ye no ba anu beto ha sei ene creative problem we nyina wo ya ha sei e ma ha nyina da ne nsuo a enti ye beti ne de abeto nsuo mu nsuo ne nie ne nsuo ne de akọ amna yi yɛn ne ya bɛsa drainage wo nyina aboa ha sɛ be a ha enyiri ya bɛti nsuo no fɛfɛɛfɛ ɛde ama nsuo no sɛ be a problem bi ama ha bio eni asase nkɔkɔ ne da hɔ fɛfɛɛfɛ no ɛda hɔ tɛtɛtɛ ya asase no no nti nsuo no ɛna baayɛ ɛbɛsa ha nyina obi fie ne sie yi ɛyɛ abosan enti when dey anstopo no ya kasa wo nsuo mo osi dan enti yemu sɛ won sɛ tema yesi ɛdan we no a wɔ sɛ ha yɛ afuru no sɛbi wo si dan wɔ afuru mu a ka bɛyɛ dai ɛde anwea ba abɛwura afuru mu abɛhwi anwea no gu afuru mu ya yemu sɛ won sɛ mesin fo mo si dan no sɛbi bu sɛbi akronto o mo si dan no so no o mo yɛ de no mo teti afuru no mo tim bɛpɛgya foundation ɛpɛgya si hɔ ansa no mo yɛ obi so abrɔg aba na o tie afuru mu anti sɛbi bɛde tu ne nan ɛtumi si dan me na yɛ ɛnti saa no kɔ bi anim enti sɛ nipa no wɔpɛ mu nkyerɛ mu yɛ ahwɛ mu nkyerɛ mu yɛ di a o ma hwɛ ade ne da hɔ no yɛ na wɔn sunye hwɛhu bi mfiri mu asa no wɔn asa bi ka wɔtumi aka no pɛ nim de ɔka no na sɛ bi ɛnam so mo yɛ enti no o ma ha ne nyinaa kɔ fam ɛna ma sɛ yɛtumi a yɛtumi afeli a yɛpɛ sɛ bia ha nyinaa fɛfɛɛfɛ na edi fɔpo ha ma ha fɛfɛɛfɛ mo bɛba ha ɛnɛma bebree ne pɛ sɛ no bia so ya na Ahinsan Estate agidin sɛ ampa sɛ wokɔ sɛ bia square maxima sɛ menhyɛ mo wɔ hɔ oba Ahinsan a yɛ different mo wɔ ha na ha nyinaa fɛfɛɛfɛ na Kumasi nyinaa so twomani abɛhwɛ sɛ be Ahinsan ha sei na ha fɛfɛɛfɛ enti de o mu ka no ɛne de o mu susu no ɛnti saa enti sɛ obɛhwɛ a ɛho mfoni na mɛtwa akyerɛ wei enti oba bebu sɛ fie na ɔtim no di fie wura na ɔtim no yɛ dan white ne dia na sɛ ne fie ne afro dia ɛne nso fie yɛ afro na sɛ fie wura dan nyɛ afro dia ɛde ne nso fie ɛne yɛ sase timi yɛ afro ma ne yɛ ɛnti saa na efie kana omo tie na omo beto ya na omo ama no kwa ama na anko no a sensuo ne ba na wadendan de afa ha na afa problem onya ba medam ase Kumasi fo muntie me da se buru da se nyama bye.
That video is showing on our Facebook page right now on LUV 99.5 FM. Listen, our conversation this morning is simple. We're in the year 2023. In no time, the rains will come. In fact, this month of February, we'll still witness some rains, but it will not be as heavy as the rainy season rains.
I was saying, see her. I was saying, see any. Ufi, if you are no about some you. Nasabus, if you will, is you are. Now, I was somewhere or her. I had an indication, dear, and son of a sign dear. Now, so any idea you should have a Sunday issue. And to say, Omodabati in my own about to say, and the creative problem we now or Hassi, and my hanging out done in Shua. And the but it need about two swim, you shouldn't ye, then shouldn't Yako. I'm lay. Yan ya best drainage when you are bois, has a bear, I ain't. Yabatin shouldn't for fair, at Yama. In sure no, say bear, brave beyond my happy. Any assassin cocoa and dog for fair no. Without that, yes, no. It's in Suano and a buyer. A best hanging now, will be finished here. I have sign. And when the answer pono, Yakaso in Sumo dine. And Yamusa will say, tell my yesi a down way no. I was higher a frumono. Sabi, who sit down a fruma. Car bay a day at the Almia ba. I will a fruma be fian and a good afrumia. Yamusa was a mercy for Musi Dino. Sabi was a bacronto, or Musi Dinosono. Omo ye de no muteti afro no mutim bepagya foundation epagya si ho ansa no mo ye obi so abrɔg aba na oti afro man ti se bo be de tu ne nan etimi si dan na ye enti sa no kwa bi anim enti se nipa no opɛ mu nkyeremu ye ahwɛ mu nkyeremu ye di a o ma hwɛ ade ne da ho ne ye na won sunye hwɛhu bi mfiri ma ansa no ho asa bi ka wotimi aka no kwa nim de ɔka no na se bi enam so mo ye enti no o ma ha ne nyinaa kɔ fam ena ma se yetimi a yetimi afeli a ye pɛ se bia ha nyinaa fɛfɛɛfɛ na edi fɔpo ha ma ha fɛfɛɛfɛ mo bɛba ha enema bebree ne pɛ se no bia so ya na Ahinsan Estate agidin sɛ ampa sɛ wokɔ sɛ bia square maxima sɛ menhyɛ mo wɔ hɔ oba Ahinsan a yɛ different mo wɔ ha na ha nyinaa fɛfɛɛfɛ na Kumasi nyinaa so twomani abɛhwɛ sɛ be Ahinsan ha sei na ha fɛfɛɛfɛ enti de o mu ka no ɛne de o mu susu no ɛnti saa enti sɛ obɛhwɛ a ɛho mfoni na mɛtwa akyerɛ wei enti oba bebu sɛ fie na ɔtim no di fie wura na ɔtim no yɛ dan white ne dia na sɛ ne fie ne afro dia ɛne nso fie yɛ afro na sɛ fie wura dan nyɛ afro dia ɛde ne nso fie ɛne yɛ sase timi yɛ afro ma ne yɛ ɛnti saa na efie kana Omoti yana, ombetu yana, omama no kwame na anko no.
I said it, and I've said it over and over, time without number, that institutions ought to be blamed. Now, when the regional NADMO boss was saying that he got permit, who issued the permit? And we asked who signed the permit. I would say the permit is fake one. Or
there's nothing like failing permits. There's nothing ever like failing permits.
So what is stopping institutions? I don't know whether it's the physical planning department.
Good morning.
Can we? What is stopping them from acting? When you've been talking about it, we are discussing it. Can we get to the right people, those who are supposed to start, and stop this gentleman from going on with what he's doing?
So what he intends to do, the name of the person, okay, his company, I won't mention his name, is IBM.
Yeah.
And he wants to have a mall. And I think if my checks are correct, he even wants to have a filling station of a soft there. Whether that is permissible for a residential area, I don't know. Now, where are we now with investigations?
David, Mesa Kabium say, also Mrs. Subia says, say, but dear, why I didn't do it's your turn, Mena, because you're crying so far, Mena. Because we feel say, but you are old and see your motto. But when you saw your Canadian, also time you are fighting a man Crawford. Say, none of the appeal, Cassiapa, and none of them a resec, especially Mabu.
Okay.
Yes. Appeal and none of them say. Important no more year Juma or best stop woman. Now, you be a good gatem. Not a before a day. Now, you be a good coma, then call for Faso at the court of the fee. 18 minutes, yes, a messer. A crime, and one goes to a coffee any year. No need chain. Not the good gatters in India, and also young because you so tona, you I feel, but dear, what the and one go. There is a small trench here. A free open so approach the dear Pastor Wasitino will be out in sense in Babu. Sarah got a cacana that contains Netino. And when I see because you saw Cacana the fire, 8 minutes. It's a money for so develop a money for excavator. Because the catcher said, as an assembly member, I have to protect my people. They are not being no so now, one other 8 minutes. No go, but you say go. Aside that, since I was sure the year I didn't see it should be free swab about your baby alpha. 80, I wasn't a charge. Now, to me, you're green. Send your point to Mayo, sir point to Tano, and maybe engineers. I said, yeah. Also, they should not go to the land to do anything. Business about land in their family. But I did obey your man and call for Etinyaba and Yams here. 80 years,
I said that the business that they will be doing on the land is not the
landowner.
No, but if they develop that land, and like he said, there's going to be a mall. Like he said, like I said,
yes, it's going to depend on the special planning committee to decide. So whether the project is viable for you to do that or not.
You should be worried about what development, what project he intends to have on that.
You know what? That one, other matter. Now the issue that we are talking about is I'm coming. The issue that we are talking so turn on for what I say, it's a business about you how do you fan to answer? Immediately,
who is going to pay for the distraction to the security cameras I'm talking about? The electricity cable, the MTN cables. Who's going to pay for that?
One, investigation really. So I'm going to once a time say developer trucks and the teachers are the developer have to pay. 2, I don't know my own. Since so told me. Now, conform to the say, your money say you need never taking. So I'm going to all the damages. 3, they should make sure say 20 say I was saying so family Akomano or my name because say so told me. That's the say as an institution, young cash. Now you're stop no more be an proactive to think about our people living within that enclave. Say so turn again the basic. Now your farmers is going from her. Yes, we have
Frank, how much of an assurance can you give the people of Ghana? And let me zero into the people of Ahinsan Estate that this project, this developer will not have his way.
Dave, it's something that has gone to the Security Council. A decision was taken.
What's the decision?
And to let the chief executive write to them to stop anything that they are doing. There are only 2 sides of it. Either they lift the laterite that they've put out there. They've put in a laterite getting to close to 1,300.
So we're told that on 28 tracks
on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, 35 tracks on a Thursday, and 40 tracks on a Friday.
With which figures are average figures there?
1,156.
What being
one person who self-registration? I mean, what is this?
They started on a Tuesday, and you could see that as the day goes by, they increase the track, because if they are able to solidify the grounds and the tracks are able to run, then they will be able to do the work.
So when you say the chief executive, which of the chief executives? Is it the MC?
That is the Ascom municipal chief executive.
I spoke to Akuetteh yesterday. In fact, when we spoke for like some 10-15 minutes, he's giving me his assurance that like, the developer will not have his way. But you are the regional boss for NADMO. And when there are floods, you guys don't sleep. You are under resourced already. What assurances can you give the people of Ahinsan Estate that listen, this developer will not have his way? And listeners, at this point in time, you can join us on 03220 83596, 03220 83597, 03220 83598. And listen, we are fighting for the people of Ahinsan Estates. But if you live in the community, an area where somebody is also doing a similar thing, you want us to fight for you, we'll fight for you, because when the rains come, we want to ensure that you will also be able to go to work, go to your home, sleep in peace without loss of lives and destruction to property. So if you live in an area where somebody is developing something that you think is going to create a problem in your area, bring it to our attention, we'll discuss it, we'll ensure that the right things are done. And I'm happy with the utterances from the, the assembly member for Ahinsan Estates. If other assembly members, if other MCs, members of parliament will do same, people who for whatever reason that think that they have made some money and therefore they can have their way will think twice. So don't worry, I'll give you opportunity to speak, Frank, because there are some other issues we need to talk about. Let me speak to Erasmus, who's on the line. Erasmus, in 40 seconds, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, David, good morning.
Morning, sir.
David, the question I want to ask and who sold the land, or who has been selling these lands to these people who are responsible for those things?
So if you join us on Facebook, right, I'm going to show you some other documents. The land the chief gave and the conditions he gave to the person and all that. So Joel and Co on Facebook, show that document as well for me, please. There are two documents. Joel, I'm sure you have it. Show it on Facebook as well.
Yeah, again, David, I always ask of leadership. Is that person so powerful to the point that we can't use force to get him out of the land at the detriment of the people? You see, it's time we leaders get on our feet and tell people that this is wrong, this is going to hurt people, so we're not allowed to happen. What are we doing? We just can't come on air and talk and then we allow the thing matters to lie and go. We need to act, David, we need to act. When it comes to Akuetteh, so many things are happening over there. Happen to the same thing. Just in the middle of the road, somebody has just dumped a stand there. And when you tell them, they tell you, you can go to hell. David, please, I think it's time we get some of these things done for people to have that freedom to do their thing.
Thank you very much, Erasmus, for joining us. Listen, it's not just about Ahinsan Estates. If you live in an area, I keep saying this, where you think that a developer is putting up a building that will create a problem, bring it to our attention. Let's talk about it. James is on the line. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, David.
Hi, sir. I don't know, sorry, James.
My good morning to honorable and our panel members. I reside in Ahinsan Estate, and what's going on is an eyesore. Please, I'm very happy that you called the assemblyman to be part of this discussion. The technical committee can never give any approval without the consent of the MCE. The MCE should be the first person that should be held liable. If this areas go ahead to develop, the MCE should be fired. That is my concern. Good morning.
All right, and like I said, well, I spoke to the MC yesterday, Akuetteh Sajima. He himself is against the work being done, so he's giving me assurances. So we'll take it for now. Johnny is on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, David.
Yes, sir. Let's hear you, Johnny.
Yeah, David, you see, the right thing must be done. And so, things start small like this. Let me tell you, your radio station... You have got a panel member who says he will speak English. He will not follow your rules. Most of them don't speak Cree. He decided to speak Cree, and the Cree is speaking English. He mixes them, you don't even know what he's saying. So So he has come to your city and said you will not follow the rules. That is exactly why somebody doesn't follow the rule and is building somewhere. That is how we begin, small like that, and we grow with it. Let's follow simple things. When we are asked to do the right thing, let's do it. Good morning.
Well, good morning, sir. So who's next? Do we have Bafo? Is it Bafo? Yes, Bafo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, David.
Welcome, Bafo. Let's say, boss.
Well, you see, there are leaders beneath this whole issue, and they are listening, and they allow some of these things to go on. And when the flooding comes, the people who stay in the area bear the brunt of it. And these people who have taken their cards and their small freebies sit in their homes and enjoy life. Look at Kumasi. There's no proper planning. The whole place is so disorganized. Everybody builds just anywhere. Look at our drains. No proper drainage. So when it rains, the water finds its way in communities, in nooks and crannies, everywhere, and there's flooding. And I wonder why we pay planners, we pay city engineers, just to sit in this town and allow some of these things to go on. When that Akuetteh thing was happening, we talked about it. Nobody will mind you because somebody is thinking about the money that goes into his pocket more than the development of the city where he stays. And so that guy develops it. We don't even know how to properly engineer the ground to ensure that there is no flooding. And so when it rains, all those people along that area, TUC area, they bear the brunt of it. So this thing, if we do not stand up as citizens and talk about it the way we should, and demonstrate if need be against some of these people, these things will continue to go on. The guy will continue to fill the area, and when it rains, he cares less. Look at the way he's speaking. He has no idea. Because somebody has built in the area a storey building, so it justifies the reason why he should also go the same line and continue to do things in a disorganized manner. For once.
Thank you. Bafo, thank you very much. And listen, we're not going to let this one, pass by. We're not going to allow this one to go on. We're going to fight this one with everything we have. I can assure you of that. Nana Kweku's on now. Nana, good morning. And Matthew, please hold the line for me, but you can also join us on 03220-83596, 03220-83597. Nana Kweku, please welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning.
You said you are going to fight the fight. What happened at you? Where is now developed into a filling station? Where someone supposed to be being paid by our taxpayers' money came to sit on the radio station and said they're going to construct something and training and a political thing, blah, 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 blah. What happened? We ended up at a filling station. And when it rains, the road Akuetteh in front and down to our use our taxpayers' money to put up, construct a road and then it starts destroying. I don't know whatever they are doing. Maybe they are trying to do a runabout or whatever it is. You say you're going to fight it. You see, we are living in a country where they think they can do anything they want and they post something. And we have people suddenly then they are worshipping. And then they are sitting aloof instead of caring for our welfare, sitting aloof and allowing the things to go on. We fight is continuity. And the whole MP said, wait, according to this decides to speak that man, he might end up moving to the right. He said it already. And this is going on in what do you call it? Ahinsan. For all you know, he has money. Because I don't think, look, hey, me and Carter, make some high 40 trucks to come and put up in there.
It's not about 40 trucks, so it's 1,156 trips, 1,156. But don't worry, Nana Kweku, you leave this for us. And for those of you who don't mind and would want to see that permit, I earlier asked about whether the developer has a permit, and we're told that he doesn't have a permit, but some small paper B, and it's labeled on it filling permit. Listen, we'll show you that filling permit on Facebook right now. Stay with us on Facebook, LUV 99.5 FM. Matthew, good morning.
Receipt.
Thank you very much, Matthew, for joining us. Let's hear you, sir.
Yes, I am concerned because I don't know what assurance the NADMO boss as well as the MP can give us that this development will not go on. Because I remember quite clearly, a development came up, such a similar incident came up around Akuetteh restaurant area, around Vibration area, the current spot where Unity Oil and Sanding was. It came up on last autumn. We spoke about it. The feeling went on, the project was executed, and it's standing there. I don't know what actually is happening with Ghanaians. My problem is, what assurance are we getting from the NADMO boss and then the MPA that this project will not proceed as they're telling us? Thank you, and good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. I have Alex on the line. Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Dave.
Welcome, boss.
Thank you. I think this one is coming up because the person who is doing the construction is not politically connected. If he is really politically connected, I don't think even the MC will give him his word like that. The assemblyman can come up boldly like this, and then the original NADMO boss can also come up like this. If the person is highly politically connected, you will contact them and then they will give you your excuse and all of that. When the issue about Wood-to-me issue came up, what happened? So please, if it is ordinary people, you will work. But if it is politically connected people, these people they won't do anything. Thank you.
Well, Kwame, good morning.
Good morning, David.
Welcome, boss.
I'm doing well, and you?
God is my shepherd as always. I'm glad. I'm alive. I'm well. I hope you're well too.
Yeah, I'm very well, David. Thank you. David, it is good we spend time to discuss some of these issues, and I think another angle is also good call. I don't know at this point what is required of all of us to be able to add that angle to our discourse, because some of these things I know if we have the resources and we are ready to go to court, we'll be able to deal with them, swiftly. So let's start discussing what would be the best way for us to also mobilize some resources to add that angle to our conversation.
Hear you, Kwame. Thank you very much. Do we have George on the line? George, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Dave.
Yes, George. Good morning. Welcome. Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you, David. All this, David, we only blame leadership. David, we have elected leaders to run the affairs of this country for our safety. And our leaders does things that at the end of the day, properties are destroyed, even leading to the loss of lives. And those people are allowed to go scot-free. We live in this country where Erectus did destruction for good. And our president came out to say that that person has done nothing wrong. What else, baby? It is time for us, the citizenry, to take the affairs of this nation for our own safety. Thank you, David.
Thank you very much, George, as well. Let's go into our WhatsApp console now and take a listen to what people are also saying about this conversation.
Good morning, Dave. This is Kramo. Concerning about the wetland that people are feeling, it is scattered across all over. I'll give you a first example at Adia Baba, just behind Royal Park Hotel. If you go there, you will see that they are doing this, they are failing. They are even nearly closing the river. Come to Daban Ponsium, the same thing. They have failed it. On top of it, they put a container. They nearly closed the river. Beside that, use the Ahonjo Sermax Road. Go down. There is a bridge which links between Ahonjo and Atasmanso. When you just get there, you will see that there's a vast wetland over there. They are filling all of it to build. So it is a big problem. And the city engineers cannot tell me that they do not see all this. They see it. But they know what is going on, and they know the people doing it. They are aware of much aware of it, but they will not say anything. If you go to talk right now, they will find an excuse, a proper explanation for you.
Well, thank you very much. And so we're showing you another document on Facebook right now. This is supposed to be what a lease, but it's not even a lease document, is it?
Yes.
And then Joel, is a receipt. Why is this person, this individual, so bent on developing this wetland? Joel, so I just forwarded to you another document that I have received right now, and that is, it's a form of a receipt. Yes, this one. And this is what the permit that this person is using to fill that wetland. This is what he says is the permit he has. And this is a permit. So, Frank, regional boss for NADMO, I want to hear your assurances. How, because somebody saying that maybe this person is not politically aligned.
No.
And that is how come you guys are talking, yourself and the assemblyman are talking. But if this person was politically connected, well connected politically, traditionally well connected,
Dave, I can tell you it's far from that. That is not the case. This very issue, on that very night that I picked it up, the chairman for the Regional Disaster Council, who is the regional minister and also the Security Council head, he himself picked it up. I wouldn't want to put things that some of the steps taken immediate. He had to call 3 angles and make sure everybody should be on a line. The next action is, like someone said, a court action. Why do we say so? The very thing that you are doing, there are processes. You have put in application to EPA, and EPA wrote to Water Resource. They have refused you on 3 count of occasions. You are holding something which is receipt purporting to be a permit. At the end of the day, ask yourself, when we asked the municipal chief executive, he said he's not in the know. This is what is happening. Most of the challenges and the cases that we are having, you talk about politicians, you talk about leaders. In a case, I will say yes, but that shouldn't be it, and it's not like that. The technocrats that are down there are the very people giving us this problem. I have worked within the 5 years on this same job, and I can tell you most of the challenges that we go in down there that we face are from the technocrats. So you see a developer or somebody will be holding some of these things, then you walk straight to court to tell them that and give him misbehaving.
If the technocrat is misbehaving and not doing the right thing, what sanctions apply? The person is still working, isn't it?
I'm sure
the person is still working, isn't it?
The person is working.
So why is the person still working?
And on this just last week, the regional chief director insisted them give call out, bring me their names and those people who have done that.
Has the names been furnished to him?
Have been given out. And wait, there are some things that you can't talk much in here. When actions are done, we will bring it back, we will put it out to the public there. I can tell you that on this very case at Ahinsan Estate, it's something that I can't sleep. What are some women saying? The people, the drains, and where that covered.
There's a washing bay just close to the school. There's a school.
The very place that the covered reaches. There were over 140 laterite which have not been spread.
Yes. Oh, so the speed ramp is divides Ahinsan Estate from Kumasi.
Oh, that's true. And they themselves, at the end of the day, what they were doing is, we are going to put out this place that the drains, the run water could run away. Then they went, that same day, they went to spread off. No, so it wasn't only excavator,
Frank,
a payload that's spreading out and working.
The person has been denied whatever from the water resource like 3 times.
For 3 times.
Honorable.
EPA,
what have you done? You are the assembly member for them. Have you started down with this developer? For him, he doesn't see anything wrong with what he's doing. No. Have you started down with him to tell him the challenge and the problem that is, likely to emanate?
David, my tower feed you so much akabiu.
Yes, I can, brother.
And I said, Papa, will be a summer car, one permission and a country.
But what
that's what you
when I spoke,
so
I just kept quiet.
No, I took us out because of the time.
So what you go on. I've not agreed. You go on.
The American answer, but who developer? We developer, make a channel. Say me, it's my duty. Say me protecting my crop from all kinds of disaster now, again we are akoso CCA. It's so come ne. We go for 12 will be at me. There are other parts of Ahinsan Estate. When now for primary is so tired. My people will tell you now does not sleep. And I didn't know because I said we are no biaku. I am not Yakoba. But then I said my name is me penny for say, I am not before. See, I don't want to see.
Before you touch on Nadmo, before you get to Nadmo, my question is, have you tried to let him understand, reason, and understand that listen, what he's doing is going to create a problem?
Dave, I know that I'm not to you. Say, you more grace. And then it's to protect my people. Come to me, country, because I've discussed with him, and he's ready to do that.
He's ready to do what?
Yes, to make sure say, some grace now, what's the new man, but they also in so for Piano. Also, we getting everywhere, and then it's
okay.
You see, going to the land to prepare the land for your whatever business that you want to do. And when my country say, and when any business, my business for now, let's say. To protect my people.
I hear you.
That
you say something to not more regional boss.
Me say not more director. Say as the same land maybe a decision of RESEC, and I know say assembly lucrative letter. I forward copies to you.
Okay.
As being directed by the RESEC for the chief executive to write to the developer. My forward the announcement here. But see the idea me say you so tone and you say mo say free so to na say anyana ti nyankwa nyankwa for ho ekire omo a one power say we are calling change.
So the listing of what you're saying, it will be done today.
Got
to so you that.
That no see also mo kwan no mo nyesa gata si ni na mo kwan me masem no because say adi ni go on Dave eguo na no ma sesa nko na so to na so yeso so ama mo kwan aba won say adi so na kwa na we kwasa who's role responsibility is
already should know as a former works convener head and all that NADBO doesn't give permit.
The only say David, we are just said David making that he left it. David, so you should join that you should let that one David. So me plan you adwuma. Na so oversight. Na adwuma na o yem. Enya asase so but before no ya e betima save me nkrofo a. I don't think so you have to stop
NADMO's job is to help prevent prevention disasters. Prevention. So if he's talking about prevention and says help,
help. So you can liaise with the chief executive the coordinator for the municipal.
In going to do the drain, you have more than 140 laterite on. You did not go to work on the drain, but you went to spread it. He bears witness. He has pictures of all that.
No. The harm has been done.
First one stop.
The second one will go again. You've not been at the site. If I'm the first to call you, because I don't want my people to be in trouble. It's when you're the right thing I call for me. So it's the direction that you need to give.
Bottom line, you are all on the same leg.
Sure.
This project, whether a shopping mall, a filling station, or whatever.
No matter me say, or drains akese na isota me call for flood on 8 million affected.
So for you, as a member for the area,
yes,
if the drains are done, bigger drains are done for the Ahinsan Estate, and the developer decides to put up his structure, that you don't have a problem.
I'm not the person who gives permit.
No, but if it's going to create a problem for your area,
you are saying a problem.
You should be worried about.
You are saying a problem. That's why we have the technical committee. So they have to come out to tell us whether it's viable or not viable.
What's the expectation of the technical committee then?
To make sure they would sit down and have a look at it and see, say, sad grace now, make it come once a minute, or my name is the mind.
You have no such.
You're sounding as if you'd be okay if the president had the development.
I'm saying you say, when you can't catch you, say the development over any day, and you want to mention this here. Oh, Chairman, I want to know and your committee be the better so no boy they make catchment say am say e so ton me go for what you it's your mom you great so na me free. That's what I'm telling you.
I hear you. I mean, people are saying and it's a variance because like the assembly member for the area was speaking, he mentioned, Atonsu, Jenya, say,
boundaries.
There's a lot of boundaries issues there. So, we have done our bit. We have raised our concerns. I'll be following up on this with the MC for the area. That's Honorable Akuetteh and all. We'll be bringing you much more details as to what we're able to find. But let me say a big thank you to Professor Abbas Kabila, Associate Professor, and an urban geographer with the Department of Geography and Rural Development, KNUST. Thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Thank you, David.
Honorable Nanaya Rodo is Assembly Member for Ahinsan Estate electoral area. Yes. And of course, you, Frank Kojo Dudu, Ashanti Regional Director for NADMO. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, there's this extension on the individual bond holders, and they're getting onto the new bonds, whether you get on it or not.